It was just another regular day, or so I thought. I came home and went upstairs to go see my dad. As I walked towards his room, I overheard my mom ask the dreadful question, "Have you selected your date yet?" I stood outside thinking back to the moment when I first told my dad about medical assisted death and how it all worked in Canada. Growing up as an Asian Canadian hasn't been the easiest for me. Juggling both Eastern and Western mentality has been a tremendous balancing act. So I knew dealing with this subject matter wasn't going to be easy either. It's common in my culture to not discuss death. It brings bad luck and is a very taboo subject matter, so naturally it's avoided. How will the rest of the family think of this? And what will they think of me when they find out that I was the one who shared this option with my dad? It was such a struggle for me because deep down, I already knew what I had to do. I had to put my emotions and all the unnecessary thoughts aside and tell him. So I did, and he decided to opt for a May death right away. As expected, there was pushback to my dad's decision. Nothing prepared me for the unforgettable moment when I was called a dishonorable daughter by my own relatives. How could you let your dad go through with this? How could you? That's right. How could I? How could I? What had I done? My dad was the kind of person that valued his independence and freedom. He looked strong and stern on the outside, but on the inside, he was very gentle and kind, and also extremely stubborn, just like me. We had our differences, but we had so much love for each other. He was my biggest fan and was always my protector. So to watch him suffer and let the cancer take away his life and spirit bit by bit had been one of the most heartbreaking things ever. I remember watching a nurse try so hard to stick a really thick needle into him, but couldn't because there was no fat left on his body. She would scrunch up his skin the best she could and try again and again. And over, I would hear my dad scream in agony, "I can't take it anymore. No more." The nurse had to give up, and so did he. That was a moment I knew I had to become my dad's protector, and nothing anyone else said to me or what they thought of me would matter. I think it takes a lot of courage to make the decision to end your own life. Supporting my dad was indeed the best thing a daughter could do for her loving father. This was how I chose to honor my dad, the bravest man I knew. Now, as I'm moving forward with my grief, I'm able to put my uncertainties to rest by remembering that this was my dad's life and it was his decision.